Lebowski. There it is. What's up, guys? It is 4 p.m. on the East Coast, a few minutes late. Who cares? We're fine. My bad, as they say. We're good, though, right? Y'all ain't mad at me for being 3 minutes late. I'll smash the like button if you're watching on YouTube. Hit the heart if you're watching on X. Let's get it going. Feel free to repost the video out. Tag some friends. Do what you got to do. Let's go. JC going to be dropping the alpha in the chat. He's gonna be giving us some shills. Make sure you guys, if you we're gonna be doing a little bit of that. We're gonna change the format of the show. As you can see, we got a little bit of a rundown now, just to kind of keep things where we're going. We're gonna go straight into market updates. So we'll look at like coin market cap. We'll see what's going on in the this afternoon session. Seems to be a little bit better than the morning session. We got a couple headlines, and then we'll look at some charts, maybe get into a trade. Looking for XRP to come down. Definitely missed that run from 2 cents or from $2, excuse me, up to 2.11. But you know, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it'll come back down and we can get back in. It's at 210 right now. So we'll keep our eye on that one. We'll have to check Ondo as well to see. You know, we did a lot of really good trading with Ondo. I'll tell you what, man. That one does a lot of good movements. So we'll check some charts in a little bit here. And then don't worry, we are going to be doing what I want to start doing a lot more of, meme coin hunting. We are going to be looking for those small caps, micro caps, whatever they are. We've got all sorts of opportunities to be looking. Remember, we got to make opportunities happen. So got a little bit of Solana that we can deploy. And we'll have some fun with, and we'll do that, you know, maybe a little bit here and there, whatever. But what do we got here? Ribbon Finance emerging with AVO. Just saying, have a peek. AEVO. All right, let's see if we got AEVO. All right, I am throwing that. That's on the list of tabs for us to check out when we get into the Market Watch thing here. We'll go ahead and we'll check that out. So appreciate you guys being here. Happy almost New Year. It's December 30th. Got a great question from Frank this morning on the morning show. What are my goals for 2025? And so that's going to be the theme of tomorrow on the morning show. Or what are your goals? What are you trying to accomplish here in crypto? What's the point? What are you doing? Are you here to make friends? Are you here to improve your financial ability? Are you here to change your career? What are you looking to do? So I want to hear from you guys as well. So make sure that you tune in tomorrow to the morning show at 9 a.m. Eastern. We'll have a link for that. I may do it later today. For the space, we'll do later today, and then for the live stream, I'll do tomorrow morning like I normally do. So shout out to you guys being here. You know that I love you guys. I got the fam over on the YouTube chat. Let's go. I'm here to make friends with more money. Absolutely. Absolutely. And like, I'm doing it all, right? Like, this is career, this is friends, and this is money. So it's the triple threat. We get in with that triple threat. So I am looking forward to giving my my answer tomorrow. And then I may have some of my systems, right? Because that's the whole thing. It's not just about setting goals. Like, you can be like, I want to lose weight. All right. How are you going to lose the weight? What are you going to do to lose the weight? You got to have those systems, and you got to put them in place in order to meet your goals. It's very important because most of the time people just like, I want to lose 50 pounds. All right. Well, how are you going to do it? You got to put in some work to make it happen. Or I want to make $1 million. You know, well, what are you going to do? What are you going to do to make it happen? You got to make some smart decisions. You got to make some Ozempic. There you go, Jake, the crypto snack. Just you get the Ozempic guys, like you get the sunken in, the Jared Leto face. No, thank you. Just work out. Like, quit, and people can stop being lazy. And I get people have limitations. That's not what I'm saying. But if you don't have limitations, the only limitation is you are being your own limitation. Now, again, that doesn't work for everybody. And so I'm not being insensitive. I'm just saying. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. All right, let's pop into the Market Watch here. Let's get things started, guys. Don't forget, remember to smash the like, hit the like button if you're watching on YouTube. I know majority of you are watching on X, so I'm gonna show you something a little bit halfway through. Sorry if that rang your ears. It definitely rang my ears. That was a little bit louder than I wanted it to be, but it is what it is. A little bit later, halfway through the show, I'll do a tutorial on how to like a video on X in case you've never done that. It's not complicated. So we'll do a little tutorial about halfway through the show. So in about 20 minutes or so, depending on how we're feeling, how we're getting through things. Frank says he wants to hit 3 1000Xs. That's it, man. Like if you were to do like $100 and hit 1000X and you did that 3 times, man, you'd be crushing it. That's all we need. We need 3 1000Xs. So we got to start hunting. So we'll hunt later in the show. We'll go on to Dex Screener. We'll go on to Dex Tools and see what we can find, see what's moving, see if we need to give me 1 second. I'm going to throw the crypto phone on the charger so that it charges until we get to that, because I need this phone to be able to have some juice. All right, there we go. That is charging. That was a great opportunity for you guys to smash the like button. Hopefully you took advantage of it. All right, let's go. There we go. All right. Like I said earlier, things are looking much better in this afternoon session than they were this morning. We were down, I think, like 2 or 3%. Now it's showing that we're up almost 1%. Bitcoin had gone way down here into the 91.5 range, which was whoo-wee. I think we were all a little nervous, a little shaking in our booties. Maybe some people needed some new undies, thinking that this was going to be going down. But I wonder if that was the bottom. If 91.5 was our generational bottom, if you will, that was potentially the lowest that we will see until the market comes back down at the end of, the big run, which at some point, it's going to kick back off. It's only a matter of time. Now, the question is, what is the catalyst? Now, we talked this morning, big catalyst could be the election. Or not the election, the inauguration. That is on the 20th of January. So about 3 weeks from now. One thing, a little hypothetical, and let's look over here, and we're going to be looking at these kind of charts later. But, looking over here at the CME chart, I got to get this thing off. I was on way too small of a time frame there. Here we go. Here's the daily. So as you can see, we got that big purple box. That is the gap, right? That's the CME gap that potentially could be filled soon if we bleed out, say, 5% over the next 3 weeks. And then again, the catalyst is the inauguration. So we bleed out 15%, we clear this CME gap. And then after the election, or God, why do I keep saying that? After the inauguration, then, that's our catalyst for things to take off. That's one situation. We could see that play out very, very easily. Or this thing is where we come back to after the bull run, and this is where we settle. And again, that's at the bottom side of this is like 77, high 77s. So we'd have to see a pretty significant dip. Now, again, if our next catalyst is not for 3 weeks, 5% a week is not terrible. Like you could just slow bleed that out, but we'll see. We'll see how it plays out here. See how it goes. Well, what do you guys think? Drop your comments down below. You can also comment on X too. Don't be afraid. You can tag some friends. You can comment. What do you think is going on with Bitcoin? Are we going to slow bleed it out a little bit more, or do you think that we're going to see a bottom here? I always like to see a big wick when things change. Now on the daily, and this is the CME. Let's look at this chart here. When things make a definitive direction change, there seems to always be a wick. Maybe not. Maybe I'm lying to myself here. Yeah, see, like wick here, boom, wick here, boom, wick here, boom. That could be our wick. You never know. This was kind of a little fake out of a wick here. This right here was a scam wick for sure. These right here, that candle was gnarly, as we all know. But hey. All right, let's go back to coin market cap here. and look at what is happening with everybody's favorite top coins. We got Bitcoin again coming 93.9. So we'd love to see this thing come back up, but we may be ranging for a little bit. And we'll look when we look at actual charts. When we go back to TradingView later on, we'll look at we'll try to discover some patterns because there was something I saw with Ondo yesterday that I pointed out where from bottom to top was about a 230% increase, right? And we've seen that happen the last two times. And could we have potentially seen this next bottom and make our measured move? I think it was like 470, something like that for Ondo. So also really quick, while we're talking about Ondo, I don't know if you guys got a chance to see this. I posted this video. Hope you guys can hear this. No audio. Man, that's terrible that you guys couldn't hear that. But okay, so that's basically me talking to Ondo Finance, saying, "Let me be the MC, the master of ceremonies for the Wall Street 2.0 event that they are having in New York City on February 6th." So, if you could find that tweet, retweet it out, like it, tag some friends, make a comment, do what you got to do. We got to get that thing blowed up, blowed up. Said that absolutely incorrectly, and I don't care. We got to blow it up. So damn, that drives me crazy that you guys didn't hear that. However, you guys can definitely check it out if you go to my X account. So please do that. Redo the things. Get it out. Get some visibility on it. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you. I figured, it was you got to be if you're going to be talking to the Wall Street guys, if you're going to be asking for that MC job, you got to be suited and booted. And it was the holiday time, and I had this mentally prepared, and it was planned. I knew that I was going to be suited and booted for what I had to do when I got to South Carolina. And so I said to my cousin, I said, "Hey man, hold my phone." And that was a one take. That was just we're going with it. And this is how we feel. This is what we're doing. And so there we go. That was my offering up to Ondo Finance. Let me MC your conference, your 1-day event. I would love to do that. I'm a huge fan. And so let's go. All right. Enough of that. Enough of that. By the way, Greg and Dal, Greg, I see you're here. Dal, I have the packages. They are right there, and they will be going in the mail soon. So they were the winners of the Hedera socks and koozies of a couple weeks ago, several weeks ago, and I am just absolutely deficient in getting that to them. But we're closer than we've ever been to getting those things out. So you will get them. All right. Let's go back here to Coin Market Cap. Let's see. What do we got opportunity wise this week on the daily? Helium, I'm not a fan. Phantom, I don't own any. Mantra, not my thing. FTX would never. Quant Stacks, Aerodrome. I recently got rid of some Aerodrome because I think that's going to happen a little bit later. I wanted to do some other plays on the base ecosystem, but I will get back to putting Aerodrome into my portfolio. I just don't have any right now. Down 5% on the week is pretty good. This might be the time to make that switch because what I did buy sucks. Bread on base, same kind of thing, down 11% on the week. Definitely down 2% on the day here. Could be an opportunity at 12 cents. We've seen this thing up, and it will continue to go. It is the top meme coin, or one of them at least, over on the base ecosystem, which when we do get those when we actually get the retail, I know that some people think it's here, but when we actually get it, I think base is going to see a very big influx. I think that they are prepared and planning for that. Pith down 2% on the day. That's really not much. 5% on the week. Just add to your bags. It's not a bad DCA for the week. VeChain, VFam, what's up? 4 cents down, almost 10% on the week. That'd be a good one to add if you have. My whole thing with VeChain is that the speculation of VeChain is over. Like it's established. It's gonna slow, steady grow over time. Like just that's a set it and forget it style. Like you've got to respect VeChain and VFam, all that stuff. Will it see all-time high? Absolutely. Is it this run? I don't know. I would love to see that. I would love to see that for everybody in the VeChain community. But again, I feel like the speculation aspect of VeChain is over. Like they've made it like that. It will be a growth over time model for them. Just that's my theory. We'll see how it all plays out. XRP got a let's see, down 7%, down 1% of the day. Nothing crazy. Let's see. What are our biggest losers of the week? Phantom, no. Ondo, man, I'll tell you what. Definitely loved it when it was back up at 215. However, we understand that there was a big bleed. This is probably the big sell-off for the event of the token unlock. I think you've seen people sell their tokens, and we know that there's not going to be a whole lot of sell pressure. A lot of that is going to the institutional side, which is going to continue to hold. They're not going to retail paper-handed traders like you guys. And I'm not, saying that you're a paper-handed trader. I've paper-handed some things too in my life, so don't worry. Helium again now, not my thing. Chainlink down 15% on the week. Could be something to add. Beam, my beam bag, god damn it. Just want Beam to go back to 4 cents so I can sell it and just forget about it. It gives me a headache when I see this thing at 2 cents. It makes me mad. The bean bag, right? Like, and it's a joke. Oh, my bean bag. The joke about the bean bag with the bean bag. Golly, it's just not doing anything, and it sucks. And it's just taking up space in a portfolio that could be doing a lot better. And I love you guys, and I love my gamer friends, and the advice that someone said, add more beam or get the beam or whatever. But fuck me, man. I hate that shit. It drives me nuts. You got Danielson saying, anyone else just looking for more Ondo if it dips low enough? Yeah, I've been talking to my mom about that. I said, watch this thing. If it touches $1, if it gets back to like that dollar range, like do what you can to buy as much of it as you can. You can DCA all the way down if you want. But I feel like $1 it could be the lowest that it's going to go. I could be wrong, and this thing could just get nuked, but something tells me it's not going to. Again, I'll pull up that tweet, and then we can look at the thing that I was telling you about where, if you look at from wick to top of, from the bottom to the top of the last two movements, 230%. I like that. So again, unless things have drastically changed since I believe I put that out yesterday morning, unless things have drastically changed on the Ondo chart, which I believe it's gone down a little bit, so we'll figure out where the bottom is with 230%. I'm into it. And I hope you guys are too if you're into Ondo. All right. XTC network, boring. I bought some of that, and that shit just fucking went down like 30%, and I took the loss and moved on. I don't care. I bought it at like 9 cents, and it went down to 7 cents. I sold it at like 7.5 or whatever it was, but it was like a week over last week. At some point, I sold it. I was expecting it to go. It had these crazy, like all before I bought it. Like if you looked at the daily chart, it had these crazy fucking wicks, both directions. You could have made a ton of money. However, like as soon as I bought it, and it stopped doing that. So boring. Oh man, Beam. All these double digits. Brett, Render, 694. I mean, this thing, where was this thing? It was like up to like $10 again, wasn't it? Like most recently? Let's go on the monthly. Yeah, right here. 11, almost 11. 1080 something. Man, that's a good deal. Render, you're getting it about, not really half off, but you're getting it about half off. I would, Render is something you may want to add to your long-term bags if you don't have any. You know what I mean? All right, let's see. What do we got here in the chat ski? Daniel, yeah, 80 cents to $1. He'll be in. You don't feel the need to DCA down. Average buy is low enough. Yeah, same. My average buy is actually 72 cents. I bought some in the 50s, so it's probably 60 something range. So I'm fine where I'm at. I'm ready for it to go back up, but no need to DCA. If it dips down low enough, you just swoop like a whale. You just get all that krill. JC Chains, my kid is a gamer and he's bullish on Gala still. What do you think? He talks about Epic Games partnership. I mean, I think Gala is going to do good. I think they're going to be fine. They've got their web spread out. I feel like that a lot of the hype was gone probably in the last cycle. but that could also just be a good thing. They could just get to work. I know Jason Bitbender, he's doing his thing like LFG Incorporated, something that he's doing. He still has some tie to him, and so I need to actually talk with him and see what the scoop is with Gallo. But as far as the people go, I intimately got a chance to meet them and talk with them on several occasions of the key stakes people there, the stakeholders, and like it's a great ecosystem. I think again, the tokenomics of the Gala token are kind of sucky. At least they were. I know that there was an exploit or something happened and they V2'd the token. So, um, I'm not really sure what exactly is going on with the token. I know the tokenomics sucked. The whole thing about how they were releasing new games with new tokens, kind of diluting the whole ecosystem. It really was detrimental to the OG holders, right? Because what was the incentive to continue holding the token? Because you were just flooding the ecosystem with these individual game tokens that people were selling for whatever, and it was just again going to devaluate the whole situation. And so I hope I hope that the music, the film, the gaming, all that stuff comes, back with a vengeance when the time is right. And it will, right? It will. It absolutely will. Gala film, not sure about that. We'll see how it goes, right? And I know that a lot of it is LA based and they've got a lot of connections, and we'll see. That stuff I'm sure is very slow moving if you're trying to break in towards like, that and the film and entertainment industry. I'm assuming that it's, safeguarded, and over the last several years, it's kind of been exposed as being a shitty place. So we'll see how it all goes, right? But I'm bullish on the people that the people that made the whole project. I'm bullish on them, and you've heard me say before, like sometimes it's about the people, and and people who would invest and do a lot of investing would say that the same thing, that like sometimes you invest in people, not so much the product, right? Because things have there's a tendency to make changes and pivots and all that kind of stuff. But if you've got the right people at the helm, that could be it. Now, does that mean that Gal's going to be successful? No, but I hope they are. At one point I was very well invested in Gallo. We had the founders note and everything, but when I left the last situation, that all stayed all whatever. But at the end of the day, like, I will say, I will go down with the ship saying, I'll make myself full screen on this one. I will go down with the ship saying that the Galaverse event in Las Vegas was one of the coolest crypto events I have ever been to in my entire life. And this was back in what, 2019 or 2020? 2019 maybe? 2019? I don't know. My memory is forgotten. Anyway, but it was one of absolutely the coolest crypto events that I've ever been to in my life. And I know that they spent a lot of money to put that on. But they had it then at that point. And we'll see how again the turnaround and all that stuff goes. But don't count them out yet. Boom, 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 boom. Did they kiss and make up yet? I'm not sure. I'll talk to Jason. I want to talk to him soon anyway. I wanted to interview him and talk about what he's moving on to, or what he's working on now. So Matt, I passed render at $2. I know, man. Like we all have those moments. For me, it was Sui at like $1. And like it was like flirting with $1, and I'm like, I'll get it when it goes back under. And then it was like $2, and I'm like, missed it, huh? And then it was $3, $4. I'm like, this asshole, this little asshole. But that's the way that the crypto cookies crumble. All right. Anything else over here on Coin Market Cap? Oh, we wanted to look at this Avo project. I forget who had it in here. Let me go back. Let me zip back in the chat. Who was talking about this Avo? Appreciate you guys being here. Smash the like, JC. There it is. JC talking about it. Appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you smash the like, hit the heart, do the things that you got to do to bring some more friends in here. Let them know, hey man, we have a good afternoon. We have a good time in the afternoon. So tell a friend, bring a friend. Let's have some fun. And we'll be doing I'll be doing some more like interviews and some one-on-ones and that kind of shit, through the afternoon show. As we get into next year, going to be making some slight formatting changes. As you can see, I said this at the beginning of the show, but obviously there's more people here now. There's a little rundown above my head that kind of just shows you where we are. So we're going through Going through the headlines now is where we're going. All right. Actually, no, let's finish looking at this AVO chart here. This looking all time. This thing looks like it is down quite a bit. Let's see, volume 24 hours. Okay, well, I mean, it's got decent volume. This may be a good opportunity. It's ranked 198. Had a market cap up here. Market cap right here on the all-time. Had a market cap of 855 million. Oh, you can see this thing moving, right? I don't understand. Let's see. Max supply is 1 billion. TVL, fully divided value, circulating supply. I mean, almost all the tokens are out. That's a good thing. This could be something to watch. Avo. Hopefully, I'm not butchering that too much. Coming in at 36 cents, all-time high. Let's go price. Let's go back to price here. All-time high. This thing was sitting at. Let's just scroll down. 27 cents. Is that right? Oh, that's all-time low. 446 all-time high. All right. That could have been happening right in the launch time, or I don't know. Seems like something's missing here because this doesn't go up to 4 something here. But anyway. All right. Well, hey, let's take a look at that, There you go. Ni hao. Hello in Chinese. Yep. There you go. I like that. All right, let's hit a couple news articles here. First one, MicroStrategy snagging another 2,100 Bitcoin. This time they got him less than $100,000 a piece. There we go. He's now got $41.1 billion and counting of crypto. Now their stock did fall. They fell. It was down 5% last week after the company said that they sold about 500,000 shares between the 3rd and 29th for net proceeds about $209 million, which they used that to buy the Bitcoin. Interesting. We're selling our stock to buy more Bitcoin. That's very interesting. I wonder how that works. Is that like robbing Peter to pay Paul? You're screwing your stock people over. So that you get rich, so that your company makes more money. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of all this, but anyway, that's who cares. No one gives a shit what I think about Sailor and having too much Bitcoin. Let's see. The last time MicroStrategy disclosed share sales and Bitcoin buying was on the 23rd. They sold the $561 million $561 million in shares to buy 5,200 Bitcoin. Average price 106,000. The stock skyrocketed in 2024, gaining 400% almost, including a gain of about 37% since Trump was elected president. There you go. As of December 29th, they've got $6.8 billion in shares remaining for issuance and sale under the agreement. That it sounds like they are getting ready. Holy shit. MicroStrategy, which said about 4 years ago that it had adopted Bitcoin as its primary treasury reserve asset, said on October 30th that it entered an agreement with a number of brokers to sell up to $21 billion in its own stock so that they could buy Bitcoin. And so they've got $6.8 billion in shares remaining. The company and its subsidiaries now own about 446,400 Bitcoins purchased at an aggregate price around $27.9 billion, an average purchase price of $62,428 per Bitcoin. Golly. I got another article here. This one, love this for all my moon boys. Peter Brandt, let's go. 100x for XRP. Love to see that. We are going to see this thing rip up to $4 and a blow off top of $20 to $30, setting new all-time highs. That's what Peter Brandt is saying. Good for him. Here we go. Here are two views. Two views of XRP USD, a weekly chart on a daily chart. Strong opinions weekly held. A chart is not an opinion, and an opinion is not necessarily a position. This is a concept hard to understand by rookies. There you go. There you go. If this pattern plays out, he believes the price is going to skyrocket. According to Credible, XRP could soar. Did I say that right? XRP? Yeah, could soar by up to a 1,295%, potentially reaching all-time highs, new ones. Price surge to $4 or higher. No shit, Sherlock. With the blow off top pushing to $20 to $30. I'm not there. I'm a moon boy with XRP. Again, if that you saw, I had a post that went like, I guess like somewhat viral this weekend. Let's go to the profile here. It is the XRP one from yesterday. This one right here ended up getting 290,000 views, a whole bunch of likes and shit. And it was just this guy, this 24 hours awake, says XRP price will suddenly be $317.80 on January 1st. This will be caused by over $20 trillion entering the XRP ledger from BlackRock, JP Morgan, and Swift, which is all set to begin using XRP on January 1st. And I said, based on some quick calculations, calculations, if XRP were to hit $300 on January 1st, I will give one person, and it will be someone that I know in our community. I will not give it. It will not be like the Gotti thing where it was going to Jeets and going to engagement farmers or whatever. I'm giving out $10,000. Do I think XRP is going to hit $300 in 2 days? No, not at all. But if it does, someone's going to get rich because I will be rich. So BlackRock does not want to pump your bags. BlackRock wants to pump their own bags. And so you got to figure out what do their bags look like? They don't give a shit about your bags. You're right. Fiat currency is right. Just so you guys know. They don't give a fuck about your bags. They give a fuck about their own bags. So figure out what their bags are. Right? That's why I got Ondo. That's their bag. What a story. I know, listen, there's always comeback stories. I'll tell you what, I will 100%. Talk about, again, I said it earlier, founders and project leaders. M-Kid, he shows up. He is consistent. He shows up every fucking day. And there is something to be said about that. And those are the people you stick with, right? I got my Gotti bag. I have not sold my Gotti bag. I still have it. And we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? Like, we'll see how it all goes. There are more opportunities for things to come back and to do things they got to do. And there is supply shock on that only because it's a small supply coin. It suck what happened? Absolutely. I mean, that thing, I bought a coin or two at like 3,000. It's like $78 right now. It sucks, but it is what it is. That's crypto. That thing was rolling at one point, but you know. Blocky says, well, XRP won't even be up 10% in 2 days. You're probably right. Although, if we do get a little pumpski here, I'm ready for a little pumpski. Ooh, there we go. XRP coming down a little bit. It's at 208. As you can see, this right here. All right. This is FEMEX. So I got FEMEX open right now. But as you can see, let me throw this as an hourly. Let me throw it on the daily so you can see what these lines mean to me. And this is where this is kind of what I'm looking at right here. All right, so this is a trend of these wicks that have happened, right? So you got this one here, this one. We'll start with this one right here where everything changed. Then you got this. As you can see, it's going up. So we do have somewhat of an uptrend that we're following. Now it looks like this thing went down just a little bit since we made this. We can very easily go like that. Okay, so now there we go. That is our little uptrend, and we'll just so we're touching for all the purists. There we go. Now we're touching all the lines, so everybody's happy. things are moving up, as you can tell. This seems to be a nice, we'll start with this. I mean, obviously, we'll have some things in here. This seems to be a nice little point where we've got a little bit of action here. We've got some action here, some action here, some action here. So this is going to be our nice little resistance point. So this is going to be what I'm considering to be our little zone that we're gonna be in for a little bit. Let's see what happens here, right? And so here's it on a little bit tighter of a zone. So time frame, we can bring this down. So there we go. All right, so we're in it, right? I believe this $2 range is hopefully the lowest that we're going to see XRP go. That will come back down here and touch this support line, and then we'll rip up. Now, things could be wrong. It could wick or whatever, but I think once we see a candle body form, hopefully we'll respect the trend as we have been seeing. And speaking of respecting the trend, I know that we got to get over to Dex Tools, and there is a coin that I've been eyeing, and this thing has respected the trend, and so I'm respecting that, and I'm getting in. And so we'll get to that shortly here, guys. Make sure you smash the like button and hit the heart. I appreciate you being here. I know it's the afternoon, there's a lot of things going on. You literally could be doing anything, but you're here hanging out with me, and I sure do appreciate you. So smash that like, and you can hit the heart. For the X watchers, there's quite a few of you watching on X, so that is a heart, not a like button. um Treat it the same. You just smash it. You got nothing. JC's got nothing. All right, man, put your line at 1.6. I know, man. Blocky, I'm an old man. I gotta have the big line so I can see him. If I got the 1 or 2 points, man, ain't no way. Ain't no way. All right. So we are dropping. Thank God we do not have an order in. So we might have to be paying attention here, but things seem to be moving down at the moment for XRP. So let's watch this and see what happens. While we do that, we do want to head and look at some charts over on TradingView. I think we were done with our art. Now, we had one more article, but who cares? Agent Swarm inaugural Solana AI hackathon. When I read that, I was like, agents, like secret agents? And then, nah, it's just like a hackathon thing. So it's probably just some hackathon term. So that is that. Let's go ahead and look at some charts and see. I'm not a big fan of what happened today with Bitcoin. I hate when this happens, when it's like basically like a wash, right? So this is the 4 hour, but you can see it's like boop, boop, boop. Like you've done nothing. You've absolutely done nothing but just create 3 stupid candles. Let's put it on the daily, see how things are going. This is obviously an old line that makes no sense anymore. It's been a while since we've been looking at these charts here at the studio, as you can tell. But it is a-okay. I am so happy to be back. Thank you guys for joining. All right, Bitcoin 92,736. Let's see. Do we have any indicators that we want to throw on? Let's throw on our high IQ. Let's throw on. That's it for now. We got the volume. That's good. All right. Here we go. Hard long exit. So the last trade was a killer. You would have hit a 72% on 10x. That's 700%. There you go. As you know, really quick, guys, as you know, had Adventure Bound on the show last week, and they are going to be going they are going to be launching the automated copy trading system January 7th. And so I am a firm believer, and I'm going to participate in this ecosystem. So definitely, if that is something that interests you, you're definitely going to want to check that out. We will be talking a lot more about that. Obviously, they've got some role with the high Q indicator, but TradingView, Trade Master Ninja, looking forward to participating in that whole ecosystem. So that's gonna be coming up next week, January 7th? Probably. I know their pro trader is kind of out doing some family stuff for the holiday. Respect that. I did that, all last week. That was great. I'll probably do a little hanging out with the family a little bit more this week. Tomorrow we're doing it's like a not a noon drop. It's gonna be from 6 to 8, but like a little kids New Year's Eve thing celebration, and then we'll head home. and then on New Year's Day, well, I guess we're gonna go see Moana before. So Moana 2 in the theater. It'll be my daughter's first time in a movie theater. Hopefully, I don't fall asleep. I got this condition where when I go into a comfortable room that's darkly lit and I feel comfortable, I will go to sleep. I've fallen asleep in movie theaters my entire life. Now, and it's not a control thing. I just, my body. It's like it's perfect physics. An object in motion tends to stay in motion, right? And so when I I stop talking and you get all comfortable and you maybe have a little bit of treats, you get some popcorn, maybe some Reese's Pieces, peanut butter pops or whatever those things are. And you get a nice little full belly of some sugar, and then next thing you know, you're snoring, and your wife says, "Wake up, you're snoring. Everybody can hear you." That is my future. So that is tomorrow. Bring a flask. We'll see. We got we're gonna be hanging out with my daughter. Plus, I'm gonna be driving a little bit. So while I love that idea, definitely not. I'm at the point now where I am, I'll drink a beer with a burger, go out to lunch, have a beer with a buddy, that kind of thing. But I'm just not a fan. Drinking is just I'm feeling like, so going through all the training for those fights, and I would never drank during my fight camps, and I got this love to really just like hate drinking. I love to hate drinking, and so that's where I'm at in my life, and I think that's fun. But it's, I mean, again, I'm not quitting. I don't get any. There's no ROI in it for me, and so I like to do things where I get some kind of ROI. And so if there is ROI, like, I'm going to, again, have lunch with a friend and we're gonna have a good conversation. And that's entertainment to me. Like, there's ROI in that, but just sitting around drinking is stupid. That's where I feel. So anyway. All right. Where are we? Bitcoin, the Doge chart. Do we care about Doge? I don't think so. I could be wrong. But Doge is not my thing. I'm not going to invest in it. I've got a little bit of it just because it was given to me many years ago. But it's not my thing. Fetch, as you guys know, this is down back in our September price range. I feel like um it's either going to be the deal of a century or it's going to be a dudski. Um, just not sure what I'm feeling quite there yet. So we'll see. There may be some new stars of the show. I am not really sure. Graph, I love the graph long term. Hate it right now. I am completely out of the graph for the moment. H bar, I have a bunch of H bar. I will get ready. So what I do with my H bar ecosystem, and this is full transparency, is that I most of the time I'll keep it on the Hashpack app, switch it over to the pack, try to get some staking in, and then flip it back to karate, bring it back to the app, do the things, bring it back, yada yada yada, do all that stuff. That keeping it moving, keeping it growing, and that's the plan there. So I love H bar. H bar is a long term hold. The H bar ecosystem, I think, has got a very bright future. It is some space age shit when you talk to people about blockchain. Some people don't understand that, and then you try to take it to the next level of the hash graph, and then people are you'd rather speak Chinese because then they could just say quit speaking Chinese. But love it, love it, love it. Is karate on major exchanges? No, it's not. In fact, I would only, if I were you, especially if you want to participate in the app and the gaming and all that stuff, you can get it on Ethereum and you can get it on H bar. I would get it on H bar. So you can get it in the app. You can get it on the Hashpack app. You can get it in the Karate Combat app, is what with the first app that I was mentioning. So if you want to get some karate token, definitely get it through the HBAR ecosystem. Do not get it through ETH. You're not going to have a good time. There's a way to go through the online portal to kind of bridge it over, but it's clunky. It's not. Just don't do it. Just don't get it on Ethereum. Just get it on HBAR. That's my word of caution to you. Very, very easy to use in the app so that you can participate in the up only gaming, and then very easy to send back again, like what I do to the Hashpack app, and switch it over to the pack token and then stake it And there is going to be some, I believe, some karate staking mechanisms coming soon, if I'm not mistaken. So definitely, you won't have to, because like, there are fees and all that shit every time you swap that stuff out. You are losing some stuff, but you just hope that while you've got it staked, you're going to earn enough to offset the costs that it took to get you there. So far it's worked out fine. So I've got no complaints. However, something to always think about are your costs when you're, swapping assets, when you're bridging assets, when you're doing stuff like that. So there you go for karate. And then yeah, just if you want to just get H bar, if you have a bunch of H bar, just send it to the Karate Combat app and you can swap it right there too. You can do that as well. And the aggregate, it's the same price. I've checked with the same amount of tokens, both in the Karate app as well as the Hashpack app. If you want to swap, the rates seem to be identical. So do what you like. Doge is the entry point for normies. Absolutely. That may change though soon though. I feel like that was the entry point for normies when there was like 5 meme coins. Now there's 5 jillion meme coins, and so things are going to be a little different. Let's see. ICP could be the play of the future. That thing is down right now as well. Pretty good. Injective, I'm going to pass on. Jasmine drives me fucking crazy. That thing ripped, and then like everything else came back down, but it came back down quite a bit. Not as much as some things, but I mean 50%, right? From 6 cents down to 3 cents. So, I definitely have hopes and dreams for Jasmine, just like everyone else does. But I at some point, you either shit or get off the pot, and it may be time to shit off the pot on a different, go shit on a different pot, as they say. All right, here we go. Ondo, I want to do so, and we'll be doing some charting and all that kind of stuff soon. We're just looking at some of these setups. I don't believe that we're quite at the bottom yet. Some of these things, there's nothing to say that we've broken structure. Everything still seems to be tumbling down. So maybe we go down for a little bit. So I'm going to spend some time actually building some of these charts out. So it would make more sense what we're looking at, Pith, because we've looked at some things before in some of our zones. I mean, we're back in our zone. This was back when we were at the end of September when we were looking at it. It is now in the same price. You can get that shit for 36 cents. What is the all-time high? Let's go. Let's put this on the weekly chart. Let's spread this thing down. All right, here we go. The all-time high is showing $1.15. We're at 35 cents. I am ready for this thing to go zoop, whoop. Let's see. Where do we think this thing's actually going to get to? I have a feeling we are going to go at least 240. There we go. 240, $2.40. We're going to go 5x from here with Piff. That's where I'm thinking we're going to have our little top ski. Now, the length of time, I'm not really sure, but I think that sounds reasonable. 240. Let's go for it. What do you guys think? Would you like to see a $2.40 pith? Do you say pith or pith? P-Y or P-I? Pith or pith. How do you say that? Let me know. Let me know down in the chat. Tell me how you feel. Pith or pith? I got to take a pith. I got to take a pith. Pith is better, especially for the Mike Tyson lisp. Render said to pick that one up already. Soul, I'll tell you what, man, Soul's holding on a little bit. Like to see that. We were in this little downward, kind of broke out, got ourselves back into it. So we'll see what happens. Would love to see this thing rocket ship back up. I think it's Soul's time, baby. What is the all-time high? Let's put this thing on the weekly. Let's scroll this thing out. Was this the new all-time high here? 264? Is that it? Let's check CoinMarketCap because I'm not sure that is true. Solana. 260. No shit. 1 month ago, 263.83. What do you guys think? Are we going to see $1,000 Solana this run? I kind of feel like a lot of people are looking for that to happen, and very possible for that shit to happen. I love to see that. TRDM. There you go. We were talking about Trademaster just a little bit ago. Look at that. This fucker even says bullish. I would get some. Also, I mean, especially if you want to take advantage of the ecosystem, 10,000 tokens is all you need to get yourself into the Discord server. It gets you access to the Pro Trade. It gets you access to like all the cool stuff. You're gonna need more things if you want, like the copy trader and all that stuff. I'm gonna be, I got the coins. I got to shift it into the NFT. I'm just, I took the last week off, which was really great to do. But I gotta get ready in that ecosystem there for January 7th when all that stuff kicks off. So, but as you can see, this thing was definitely up here around launch time. It has fallen down since then, but the product's out, and they are going to be continuing to roll things out. So this is like one of those things where we may see this thing make a nice little run, especially as product is released and people start to use it. And I think we got a nice little thing going there. So we'll see. Let's see. V chain. We talked about that one earlier. Whiff. Whiff took a beating. Whiff took a big beating. It is down in the last 2 weeks, down 50%. This could be a great opportunity if you're just coming into the market, if you've got a bunch of fresh capital to add, down some of these, Whiff's going to do well. Whiff, it's like the Brett, right? Brett's going to be the big meme coin on base. Whiff is one of the biggest meme coins that you're going to see on Solana. So it makes sense that like when things change, we'll do it one more time for dramatic effect, for drama. When things change, you're going to be in the right place. Nothing is suppressed. Things are pushed harder, though. Yes, absolutely. Things are going to push. They are going to push. XRP sitting at 204. Where are we at? 204. Did we wick down? No, we're just sitting at 204.97, just under $2.05. Again, we are waiting at $2 to put in an order, and we'll see. We'll put in a nice little long, and we'll see what it does. But I feel like we've had a nice little bounce here. We've respected this little trend here. Hopefully we will continue to respect that. We'll do a little kiss and then we'll come back up. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Who knows? I mean, shit, I'm not even showing you that. There you go. All right, let's move on over to Dex Tools. And I want to make sure that if there is anything else you guys want me to look at, you can drop a contract address. I can open up another browser and get YouTube Studio and grab a contract address if I need to. If there's any coins that you guys are looking at that that I should be, by all means, make sure that you drop a CA in the chat. But here we go. Let's look at some of my favorites that I've got over here on Dex Tools. And this is the one that I was telling you about earlier. And shout out to Coins Chick CC with the project she's got, CCC, the Coins Chick coin. This thing, when I tell you about respecting a trend, look, this, I want to say that we pulled this thing like probably here or whatever, because I know that we've talked about it hitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, right? It just respects the trend. And so we're at that point now. Let's zoom on in here. We've had a couple, look at this, like it just like wicks down and touches it. Like that's where we're at right now. I need to make sure that we need to zoom back out, make sure that we need to extend our line, right, is what I'm saying. But we are right there. And so, if history doesn't always repeat itself, but it certainly does rhyme. And that being said, knowing that we're respecting the trend, I'm going to get a little bit of this coin because it is absolutely I like see, but it's only your community knowing that. Yeah, but I'm telling you, like, that's the thing about a small coin like that. I'm not going all in on it, but if you get a little bit of it and then her community continues to grow and then the retail market comes in and they buy it, and people will buy it just because that they will. I mean, putting a couple bucks into, again, having a little moon bag of something is not bad, right? And especially something that we can track. Again, this thing has done. Was getting a phone call. This thing has done a great job of respecting the trend. Now, again, I'm not going all in on it, but I'm going to put a couple bucks in there. One, because we support our friends. Two, because look, it looks like it looks like it's a good chart. If we are at the bottom of the trend line and this thing goes up, and this maybe we swing trade a little bit. There you go. I'm not saying I don't have some. There you go, Blocky. But the whole idea of making sure that we got a little moon bag of it for when some big attention does come to the project, that we've got a little position in it. And like we sometimes we invest in our friends that are here in the space doing something. So we'll be doing probably, I don't know, the whole point was maybe to do a space or something with CC at some point. I'd got an opportunity to join one with Herb Leaves and someone else a few weeks ago. We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll get into another one. This is something you guys had brought to me, and I had put a little soul into it. But I had definitely bought the freaking top on this TMAI, this Token Metrics AI. But that I'm not afraid that we bought this thing at about a cent. It was about a cent when I bought it, and it's dropped down to 0.006. So we've lost about half the value. But that's okay. It's not gonna make or break anything, right? However, I do believe long term that this is gonna be a good project. Token Metrics is not, and they're not gonna rug. Ian has not rugged any of his projects as far as I'm concerned. And so you guys brought it to my attention, and then boom, there we go. We got a little bit of that Token Metrics. Big fan of VHS. Had a nice little push over the holiday break here. Had some selling going on yesterday. There was a space going on. I was in. I don't know if anybody had a chance to make it in there. Got to learn a little bit more about what they're doing. Potentially, now remember, there is one blockbuster video. There is a blockbuster video that is still open in Bend, Oregon, and I'm not saying that we're going to buy it. I'm not saying that at all. Obviously, we got to have some money and offer. I believe it's like Dish Network or somebody that actually owns the last blockbuster. They own like a lot of the rights to it. So I'm just saying, you never know. You never know what's going to happen. It's crypto, right? But that's one that a lot of things can happen with this. One, it is a nostalgia play, and when we get a lot more attention, or you get the right eyes on this, because it is such a nostalgia play, it's got the opportunity to run. So I got a couple bucks in it. Again, I'm a big fan of moon bags, and remember, that I consolidated my portfolio. There are a couple things. And again, I know the guy that started this one, and so I've got a little bit more in this than some of my other little baby bags. But this, again, the nostalgia play. Everybody knows Blockbuster Video. The VHS ticker you can't mess with it. It's amazing. And so there you go. That's why I'm in this one, because of what it is, and the potential of it. Kind of like what people were saying about crypto.com. Like, there's other services that are probably better than crypto.com, but crypto.com, like the domain that they've got, there is nothing better for crypto. I mean, bitcoin.com, sure, but crypto.com it's massive. So sometimes there's full picture stuff, but I love the guys, and it is a great team. Hopefully we'll be doing some more work with those guys very soon here. So shout out to the VHS team and community. Keep holding strong, baby, and keep buying, keep building. Let's see, we looked at the TRDM token. What else? Did we get any CAs from you guys? Y'all suck. No one's trying to shill any coins. JC added some graph today. There you go. All right. Well, no coins, no shilling. No shilling, no showing. I guess that's the rule. So it's a couple minutes after 5. We started at 4:03. We'll end it at 5:02. Made it 59 minutes. And by the time we get out of here, it'll be like almost exactly 60 minutes. Hey, I appreciate you guys. We'll have some more meme coins that we'll be looking at when we go meme coin hunting tomorrow. I put all this stuff together today, kind of, with this new kind of little show flow, so that we can start making some money together, because the time is now. Like, this is the opportunity. Prices are low. This could be the bottom. We may see another leg down. Who knows? But at the end of the day, we are probably 3 weeks away from this thing kicking back off, if we have to wait for the inauguration, if we've got to wait for Trump to take office, and then say some crypto stuff. So that's it. That's all I got for today. We'll be back obviously tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern for how much am I benching? Man, I usually just throw a couple plates on there and then rev it out, maybe do 10 or whatever. I probably got to do a max soon. My shoulder's a little tender still from the last fight. I definitely, got some crunch. When I swing my arm, it crunches. So, we'll see. You know that I really wanted to get on the Hong Kong card in February. However, I think it would be really advantageous for me to let my body heal. I did 2 fights in 2024 at age 42. I definitely brought on some new body pains that I had never had, that have been with me now for several months. Most recently, over like the last 4 days, started taking some medicine that has eliminated that pain. Some Lyrica for the nerve pain in my back and leg. And so I'll tell you what, I'm going to let my body heal up before I start getting back into it. I'm going to go to the gym today and I'll do some cardio. I can't actually. I'm not supposed to even be running. Um, what am I eating? Protein. I eat a lot of protein. I eat a lot of chicken. I eat a lot of beef. I eat a lot of uh, protein, and so I'm very strong. I'm extremely strong. I've always been very muscular and strong. Country strong, as they say. And now I not only do I have the country strength, but I got the old man strength too. Once you become a dad, you instantly become stronger. And so I got it all. And so one day you guys will have that too, if you don't have it already. I love you. We'll be back tomorrow. Remember, if you're coming to the show, the morning show tomorrow, it is your goals for 2025. You don't have to have your systems ready, and how you're going to get your goals accomplished. We can talk about that later in the week. I may come with my systems and goals, because that's just I'm an overachiever and I'm going to want to do that. But if you guys if you want to participate in the show tomorrow, please do. Please show up 9 a.m. Eastern. We will be back with Web3 Breakfast. I love you guys. Have a not plates of food, 45s, baby. You throw at least 2 45s on both sides. There you go. Whatever that is. 90, 90, and 45. Do the math. Boom. Let's get it. I love you guys. We'll be back tomorrow. Ciao for now.